This is Something Like That. My name is Nev. How you doing? How you feeling? Welcome to another episode. And this time, hey, we got a series, or rather 10 special episodes to wrap up the year, or almost wrapping up the year. Of course, this is thanks to our friends who supported this particular series of podcasts, which is Something Like That. And it's powered by CENDANA, Pemulih Penjana. Thank you so much for your support for this particular episode, which means we're going to have 10 great people coming on the show back to back, hopefully at least 3 episodes per week, and we're going to have fun. But of course, one of the best ways to kick off this series, this 10-episode series, is by bringing in the wildest, the craziest, one of my all-time favorite bands in Malaysia. Actually, they are one of my top 3 or top 2. Who's number 1? I don't know. You guys decide. In no particular order, because I've been following them for a very, very long time. The last time I had the whole band together chatting with them was, I think it was almost 2 years ago. And recently I had a chat with one of the band members, the bassist, of course, Julio. It was a fun chat. And right now I have the entire team, the entire lineup in the house. So let's bring them in. I have Julio on the bass, Mario on vocals, and then we have Kevin Roy on guitars. Drums, guitars, which one is it? Guitar. All right, good. And then we have Javs. Wait, somebody's missing down here. Am I missing somebody, or is it? Exactly.
Zach apologizes because yes, his son is not feeling too well, so yes.
Okay. I hope he's not. He also is not having the stomach problem like some of the guys in the band. Hey guys, it's good to have you all on the show, man. And I know off air I just said we're going to keep it clean and all, but then again, let's screw that. Let's have fun like we used to have fun, man. It's good to see the whole lineup, man. I like this fresh new lineup. I had a chat with Julio a couple of weeks back, and we were talking about Blister, how the new sound works, or rather the new lineup works up. So please, before I even get into the rest of the old members, let's have a chat with Jeff and Kevin Roy. Okay. Be very honest with me. How did you guys manage to survive this fliss?
I think I'll start first. Right? The thing is, my lifestyle and their lifestyle was somewhat similar.
You mean
coming into the jamming sessions and all that. So how I came into the band was actually posting a cover of Let's Entertain, one of their singles.
Okay.
And then I actually got a DM from Julio. Like, hey, my current guitarist is in Perth now. Hey, come and try for an audition. As soon as I went to the jamming studio, the first thing that was very shocking was they're just laughing 24/7. Like,
that's why I asked, how did you survive?
How did you survive?
I mean, it just felt natural after like 5 minutes. Because I was just like,
yeah, it goes on, man. Nothing there's nothing sane about this band.
Yeah, their language is just laughing. So, and it's similar to mine as well. Laughing, drinking, and some other pastime activities.
I like when the drinking part came in, you just mellowed down a little bit. Trust me, we all know. Those who know Blister knows. They know. You can. The Chinese tea, their version of Chinese tea, we all know about that. but it is kind of nice to see the new lineup, because the sound is... Okay, sorry, I don't want to get there yet, but of course I got to ask Jeff, how did Jeff get involved in this, and how did you manage to survive for the past couple of months?
Alright, so the surviving part mostly is because I have a different lifestyle, because I'm actually still a student.
Oh.
I just only finished my diploma, and thankfully this, yeah.
I know. Tell me what, you're still a virgin.
We'll get into that later. Yeah, so thankfully these guys are very lenient with my schedules. They understand of what I have to do, and they adapt to my schedule. And it mostly started when, my brother knew these guys for quite a long time, even when he was 17. Now he's 27, I think.
27, I think, Nigel.
Yeah.
Your brother should disown you, man.
Man. So yeah, so he knew them for so long, and I started to gravitate to these guys as friends. And then when we started hanging out at their house and all that, I sort of just played their songs, like, hey, I know your songs, I know your songs. As like a joke,
Nice.
Then I think a month later, Julio just calls me up and it's like, hey man, how are you doing? You want to join the band as a guitarist? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to do it.
Oh,
Howja?
Then we sat
Hey
there.
man, howja?
Hey man, you want to join Blister, man? You want to join Blister?
Hey man.
oh man,
So-
because it is kind of nice because Julia seems to be doing the matchmaking for their for Blister itself. Seems to be
Julio's
recruiting
our
everybody
scout now,
out.
our scout.
Che,
Julio's our
che.
scout.
You made the right choice because I'll be honest with you guys. I was a little skeptical when I found out there at the initial stage that you're going to have new members to the band. Because as far as I know, Blister for a very, very long time, even from the formative years, they have the uniqueness in the sense that it's everybody knows each other, childhood friends, most of them played together. So the mindset, how they performed, everything was they had, how do I put this, a very unique chemistry. And for somebody else new to join in, would it be an easy task? Would it be a tough task? But yeah, well, they proved me wrong because based on the performances I've been watching on video, that the ones that you recently rocked the stage and the songs that came out, I was like, okay lah, my chance got it lah. They got it the right one. I was a bit worried. I won't lie. I was a bit worried, but then again, it was a perfect match, man. All you guys were rocking it big time. It was a perfect gel, and of course, we're looking forward for more great performances and music coming up. And speaking of which, let's talk about a little bit about your music right now. I know I'm just skipping questions one here to there. Your latest single, which is called Blind Love, right?
Yep.
All right, Blind Love. Okay, let's find out a little bit about Blind Love right now. It is, okay, for those who've just tuned in, just to let you know, Blind Love does not mean one night stand or getting laid after a drunk party. So that's their definition of it, lah. But is that what it means, Blind Love, for you guys?
I'll let the two vocalists speak about the context of the song.
Okay. Who wrote this song in the first place? Okay, let me go back. Who wrote this song?
Composition-wise,
yeah.
Composition-wise, it was me.
Okay.
Lyric-wise, it was Darren and Mario. But as time went by, the song evolved with the addition of Ramon and Zach, and then Kevin and Jeff just catapulted it to another level, I believe. Yeah, but context-wise, Mario, what's the song about, Darian?
Oh,
So basically, the song was written a very long time ago, to the very early days of Blister, when we used to hang out outside our grandmother's place in Malacca,
okay.
and just play riffs and just write songs. And Julio came out with this riff, it's a ding 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 ding. Julio came out with a riff, and being a rock and roll band, our roots was always deep in the blues, natural for rock and roll bands, you see. So we've always had this thought of writing a blues song,
Okay.
because a blues song, the way Blister would write it, So in the early days of this song, you could hear it very, I would say, very classic blues kind. It started off just like a Hendrix kind of thing, but through the years, it was never recorded while Robot was here as well. It was always never recorded. It was always pushed. I think for a reason, because right now I feel the final part of what Blind Love is actually how we envision it to be. It's like a, how to say, new style blues or something. I don't know, guys, what you guys think about Blind Love. I cannot give a name to the way we do it.
Because I found, okay, on a personal note, for me, the first time I heard that particular track, it had that feel of, you remember the era when David Coverdale was transitioning between Deep Purple to Whitesnake. He had the bluesy track feel to it. Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, those era, and a bit of Deep Purple, those kind of things going on. I had that feel of something in between of that. Of course, you had your Led Zeppelin elements in that, and included too, with a modern feel towards it. So, is that what you guys had in mind when you wrote that particular riff, the music, and the vocals from that particular track? Did you have that 70s, 80s, and the present thing come together when you made this particular song?
Well, as Mario mentioned earlier, it was always part of the blues roots where the song is embedded. So, but it evolved throughout, and we've used different parts of music, different scales, different parts, and all. We've composed and rewritten a few parts to actually suit our flavor of who we are right now. And that's when we say, okay, this is the song that we want to record. And another bluesy part of it is this song actually tells a story. So, like the traditional blues numbers, so it was always a story of someone's struggle, someone's heartaches, and this is a heartbreaking song. So this is also a part of a trilogy of songs that is already written, but not recorded fully. Swipe Right is the first one, and this is the conclusion of it on how that love has gone sour. So this is exactly what it's all about, and to actually tap into that kind of emotion, that kind of pain. We actually thought that the blues would actually sell it or say it better because it's originally a song, a genre surrounded or embedded with struggles and all that.
Yeah.
Wow. You know,
So basically,
the things is... Sorry, you saying?
Basically, the song is about a guy coming back home and finding his wife cheating on him.
That's
To put it in short,
that is what I wanted to find out, because you guys were being too politically correct. It's like all so prim and proper. It's like, nee, but this was not like that, hey. You know. Okay, finally, thanks for breaking the ice on that part, lah.
in fact, there's one line. There's one line to put it in short for people watching. To put it in short, there's one line in the song that the singer, the protagonist will say, what's that? Something to fall. She was riding my gardener on the living room floor. So that's how he caught her. That's the story. She was riding the gardener. What riding? Pony? I don't know what riding. That's up to you to decide. Okay. The gardener.
Yeah. Something that happened to Christopher kind of experienced something like that before. but truth be told, is this based on somebody's life, or is it just like randomly someone you just wrote the song? Not saying the band member's life, lah.
I'm sure it's based on somebody's life, but we don't know who.
Siapa makan cili dia rasa pedas?
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Okay. So you know what? For those who haven't listened to the track yet, I suggest you do so, especially if you experience someone being cheated and all. So just feel the pain a bit to that song. But your series of music, I've also noticed another thing about Blister is that I couldn't find something on the mellow side. I mean, knowing you guys for a very long time, I mean, you guys have been heavy. Every track that comes out, bang, bang, head banging. There is nothing easy about the music that you compose. But are you guys planning to come up with a ballad or something a bit more on the mellow side for Blister, just to experiment on that? Or is it, are you guys going to be maintaining this kind of tone all the way?
And I love to answer this part, but I do not want to give anything away. So let me just pass it on.
Come on. Have you considered that?
I think we actually do have love songs written.
One love song.
We have one really love song.
Really love.
Really love. And we actually... and then Julio has a Malay song as well, So our music writing, we have a diverse, even with the heavy stuff that we release right now. Yes, it's heavy, but we feel like, I'm Not a Slave. One of the earlier tracks was a bit more punkish. This is a bit more bluesy. Then we got a few, Swipe Right was a more rock and roll number. Commander was a more maybe, I don't know, a different feel to it, So yes, we love heavy because we love heavy music.
I know.
We love guitar music. So yeah, but of course we have baladas written.
Okay.
Dalam kategori balada.
but please tell me that balada that you're coming up is not about smooth sleeping with somebody's wife or something like that.
No, actually, this balada is actually the first story among the trilogy, right, Bamo?
Yeah. So Swipe Right, Swipe Right is the first story. Swipe Right is the first story. Then this song, the ballad, which is called That Is Love, is the second song, and then Blind Love is what happened at the end. So it's a story conclusion.
Okay. When you wrote these songs, these 3 songs, was that in mind all the way that, okay, this is what's going to happen? It is going to be part of the trilogy, or maybe after writing that you decide, hey, let's make this let's call this a trilogy. Which one is which? Because from the very first time I spoke to you guys, you didn't mention anything about trilogy. And now I hear this whole trilogy thing coming up. So when did the whole idea of it come out in the first place?
Honestly, it came out while probably, I think Swipe was already written. Blind Love was definitely already written. When Swipe came out, Swipe was a bit slightly earlier than That Is Love. And that's when we realized, hey, there's a story within these 3 songs that we wrote. Coincidentally, it fits well. And we try to relate in our lyrics and the way we deliver the music in every section. Like you say, the first one, Swipe Right, is about how he met the person because he was swiping right and met her at a party and all that. So it's a very upbeat rock and roll song. And the second one is how they fell in love,
Ooh.
Then, and then the third one is how he got sucked in the ass, and then that's why it's
The gardener did it, guys. The gardener did it.
The gardener.
Fucking gardener.
I will never be able to look at a gardener the same again after this conversation. That's one thing for sure, man. Keep the gardeners away, but keep the gardeners away. But Kevin and Jeff, were you guys enjoying this part of the band itself? Conversations like this, the mindset that they have. Because I'm still skeptical. I'm not to say skeptical. I'm still trying to bring it out from you guys. The truth, is it acceptable for you guys being in this environment for you all?
It's more than acceptable because before I joined the band, I had friends that were on par with them or crazier.
Okay.
So when I came into the band, I'm just like, wow, this feels like home, It's not like, okay, you're coming to a band that's like, oh, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. It felt very different to me.
I like your slang,
Going to jamming, giving my 110%, and then from there, after jamming, it's all fun and games. Even when it comes to a performance setting. So it's, I think, one of the best experiences that I've had since a long time.
Jeff, how about you, Jeff? It's Jeff or Jeff?
Jeff, actually. It's a nickname for Joshua, actually.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, how about for you?
Yeah, I do enjoy all this, These guys, they teach me a lot, especially because I'm still young, so I learn a lot coming from these guys. Especially
when you're young,
musicians.
your mom usually says stay away from certain people. Sorry guys, just having fun with you guys.
Oh, Bangla, his parents are wonderful enough. His dad has a bass, the Prince bass. His dad is fully into music as well. That's the father's bass.
Nice.
The bass for Prince.
No wonder they allowed you to play with that. Oh man, it is nice, and also coming up, performing your live shows. The energy I've seen on the recent one that you did over the weekend for Guinness, it was freaking amazing, man, and everybody gelled in well. So, how did it feel like? I mean, coming back again after a long break, and plus, I believe that each and every one of you have your day jobs, your busy lifestyle. So, coming together and going all out once again, how does that feel, man? What's different?
I would say the way we execute our songs nowadays are definitely different. Now the last time I would be honest, Rockefellers those days, we are definitely a different band. The music is still, I would say the core of it, rock and roll is still the same, but I guess we got more matured, I guess. So our execution, I think so lah. So I believe that our execution now is not just about living the rock and roll lifestyle. It's also serving the rock and roll songs. So yes, we like the lifestyle. We are rock and roll people, but we also want to do it justice by serving the songs properly. So when we go on stage, we actually not only have fun playing in a rock and roll band, we have fun playing the technicalities of a rock and roll band. And we are mostly concentrating on our parts nowadays and our basically like I said, the navigation and the execution and the direction for the song. So when we go on stage, it's a totally different mindset. I would say that maximum 1-2 beers before stage, not like before. So
Imagine that. Just imagine that.
Somebody, please bring back Julio. Please, this is not the Julio.
Got some more now. And now we pray before we go on stage.
Please repeat that. Please repeat that.
We pray before we go on stage. That's how we are.
You're praying for the band or the crowd?
Yes, for the band.
Oh man, you guys have changed so much.
Yeah, what I'm saying now is actually like we look forward to our live shows lah. After all, we're a live band. We love playing live. That's why I love going to the studio so to feel that live energy and all that. And once you play to an audience, obviously there's a exchange of energy, and we love it. We love it very much. We are a live band. I believe that we are a live band first. That's what we like playing live.
You feed from the energy of the crowd. That makes it more interesting.
Yeah, and I got to comment Kevin and Giles also, because not many people know the story about I guess like Ramon had to leave,
Yeah.
So Ramon is in Australia right now, and at that moment in our band, maybe a lot of people thought that, okay, that's it, your lead guitarist is going, and Ramon, you know how he is on stage and all that. Your lead guitarist is leaving. I guess many people thought that, because Ramon had his fan base, people will come to our shows to watch Ramon shred his guitars and shit and do all things on stage, take out violin bows and all that,
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I guess, Blister purists used to see us from before, like is Ramon not in the band? Cannot you guys have to quit, You guys have to quit,
I could imagine
like
that, especially you're a hardcore fan.
Yeah, but we were very fortunate that at that moment that Ramon left, Julio discovered somebody like Kevin. It was a great transition because Kevin loved the same things that Ramon loved. As well, Kevin's a big Slash fan. And Ramon, when he started playing guitar, he loved Slash and all that. So when Julio showed us the video of Kevin covering Let's Entertain, one of our songs, it was only natural. We could feel it.
He understood it. He understood.
He understood what we were trying to deliver,
Yeah.
The execution and all that. So when Kevin was brought in the band, it was like, it didn't really take us a very long time to get things going and playing live. I think when was our first live show after you joined, Kevin? Like after how long?
So-called wedding.
Wedding.
The wedding. How long was it after you joined?
3 practices,
I think
okay.
it was three or 4 practices.
I
think a month before the gig. That's when I started. Jamaica.
That's
And then
Jamie-
during that gig, this Chinese auntie was giving drinks after drinks after drinks. And during my first show, I was just like, I'm drunk, lah. I would play, but everyone is drunk. So the thing
that
is,
was the initiation, lah.
But I tell you a secret, lah, Neva.
Yeah.
At that point, Julio, I think Zach, Kevin, and Ramon were constantly in communication to actually help Kevin get up to speed so that our schedule and our momentum was not going to be stuck. So really hats off to all the work behind the partying. So the partying was a real, initiation lah. Hell week lah, Fred night, Hell week lah.
It is surprising, in fact. It is surprising because it's not easy to have chemistry. I mean, you guys been performing, you've been on stage, and to get people to come on board, especially for bands like Blister, you need to have the right chemistry. It's not about skill alone. It's about gelling in the mindset, the style, the lifestyle. And to say that within 3-4 jamming sessions and then you're performing live and getting beers from Chinese aunties, you're there already. You're there.
It was good. And Kevin came in, I believe, at the right time as a band because we were also exploring different sounds, different music, and other stuff, and trying to apply it to our music. And Kevin has that, so he loves the alter bridge. He loves all that kind of music as well. So it was kind of the right time, I guess. When things happen. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't carry on this band if I didn't have my eldest brother's blessing. So Ramon, before he left, he told me, "But no matter what the fuck, make sure that Blister still keep the flag going until I come back." He said that.
Keep the wings flying, bird.
Keep the wings flying, yes. What has a thing with wings like that? Every time we had a logo, had wings, had wings.
Mario was going deep, a bit poetic, and suddenly he had to ruin it.
They didn't come out.
They didn't.
But once Kevin came, and then Jafs also is at the exact moment where we needed to add the extra thing in our music, Because we've always been from Roman time, it's a one guitar band, but we realized the stuff that we are writing now, it deserves more guitars. And that's where Jafs came in. And Jafs is a Led Zeppelin fan,
Nice.
He knew he could play Led Zeppelin on the mandolin and shit, so
nice.
it just worked. We were very fortunate. I thank our lucky stars.
Plus, he also has a band with our younger brother, Enrico. Yeah, so it was easy to connect there. Yeah, so from there, when the moment I heard, the moment I heard Joshua's playing and I heard him play, and it was reminded me a lot of Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. And then I was like, I have Kevin there who's an influence, a very cool guy influenced by Slash. And then I have one side that guy who's influenced by Jimmy Page. And I'm like, fuck, I need to get this sound in the band. And then obviously I had a conversation with the original members and we said this is a perfect marriage. Because this, like what Mario said, it was the perfect timing because we were not only listening to blues rock anymore. We're not about the 4/4 music and all that. And this is what a lot of I would say Blister purists has I would say a little bit ignorant. Sorry to say, ignorant to come and check out the new Blister because they still think that we are playing that kind of music. But they haven't come and watched us in a while, which doesn't matter. It happens the same thing with Metallica. It happens the same thing with Guns N' Roses and all that kind of things. But,
but then again, if you're a fan of the band, I don't think so that will be a problem. Like for me, hey, like I said, from day one, I saw you guys till this very day. I'm a huge fan of you guys. So the changes, it is nice. The changes, it's amazing, especially when it comes to Blister. Especially, I'll be honest, Darian, from the very start, your vocals till today, I just love how the whole thing had the transition till this part. You hit notes pretty high, lah. The playing effect all dasha already now, man. The high notes and all. It is so nice to watch Blister evolve. From that time. When was the first time I saw you guys? Early 2000s. Was that right?
I think.
Early 2000s. Yes, exactly.
Wow.
That was the first time. So till today, how the band has evolved, the amount of shows, the music. But my question is this, taking the band to the next step. Okay, recent years, yes, we had the pandemic as an excuse. Prior to that, band members changes and so on. But my question is, for Blister, the consistent level for your music, whatever you plan to release, the shows, the kind of shows that you're putting in, how you market them, do you all have a plan in motion right now, or are you just going to start working on that from maybe the next couple of weeks and so on?
Right now,
how about this time we don't give an answer?
because we can talk to you what's happening right now.
Okay.
Right now, we've just released Blind Love, and we're enjoying playing it out to a live audience at every opportunity that we can. We've done, as you said, a couple of days ago or something like that. Recently, the Guinness show, and before that we played in the Metaverse. We've got another show coming up as well. So, but after that is opportune for Christmas. Then I think it's back to the grind, Nef. Back to the studios all over again.
Nice. Are you guys having plans of coming up with EPs and albums or of those kind of things? Or are you just going to go like as and when you feel the time is right, then you come up with singles after singles?
I don't want to jinx it.
That's the story. Let's not joke with all of us. So like that. When the album coming out? Oh, next year.
Next year.
I want to tell you something. I think this was prior to me joining Blister, or maybe when I was in Blister in the first few weeks, I was like, hey, you guys been playing since the early 2000s, right? I was asking Mario, like, so when is the album coming out? Soon.
Early 2000.
Then he added something else, like, okay, each soon is 3 years.
Yep.
18 years.
So I think the lesser we ask the question, the faster our songs will come out, Nef.
Yeah. You know,
That
because
is
this
true.
is the exact same question I ask every single time. It's actually me giving you all hint, lah. Fuckers, come out with music faster, lah. It's like, you know, you will get all excited, all pumped up already. Okay, this song is nice, lah. Okay, lah, I can't wait for the next one. Then fuckers make me wait for 2 years before the next one comes out. Then we're working on it, lah. We're
Blame the
working on it.
pandemic, lah. Blame the pandemic.
Yeah, blame everything. Blame on the pandemic. But the good thing is this. Now everything is where the pandemic was actually a booster in one way or another. Apart from you can't perform live shows, you had alternative platforms to perform. Like say recently, you guys one of the shows that you had was the Metaverse. I'm supposed to talk about this to Jude tomorrow, my next episode, about getting into the NFT world and the crypto, those kind of things. Have you all considered that part of their marketing plan? Or you just want to go the pure style, like I just release music on the usual platforms and not focus on the crypto world itself?
We've got an NFT out, Nef.
Cool.
That's coinciding with our take on the Blind Love artwork. So we do have an NFT out.
Nice. Are you guys going to focus more on that, or you just like it's a one-off thing? Or maybe next 3 years, then I'll focus back again. Which one is it?
Again, we'll be honest to say soon again.
Man. As much as possible.
No, Nef. It's a new platform. It's very interesting, very exciting.
Okay.
But this time, I think we're going to let the data dictate what we're going to do on this platform itself.
Okay. But how do you guys find it? Do you like the thing of the so-called NFT world? Because I'm pretty much clueless on the whole thing. All I know is I see Jude's message. Okay, something's going to be popping up in crypto voxels or whatever. Then I'll just watch the whole show. But how it works, the mechanics and all, I have no clue. But for you guys have released your NFT and all. How do you find it? Is it a good thing so far as of today, or you just thought like, nah, not my bread and butter?
Personally, I like it because I believe it expands for me, whatever expands your knowledge, especially in terms of branding and creativity. I'm all up for it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Actually, to be honest, I saw it. Dhiren is the most, I think, the most savvy in this part, Dhiren is the most, he knows most about it. He knows all his into the tech stuff and all that, when it comes to it. But for me, honestly, I didn't have a clue about it also. But I had to look it up, of course, because you have to go with the times, as they say, and this is the way to promote music. So if there is another avenue to promote our art, then why not, And for me, I just thought about it as, last time when there was no phones with MP3s and all that, people go out and buy albums, right? And then people always say sometimes they don't know the band, they discover the band by the album art. They go through the records and all, the album art, then cool, go back and suddenly they find a band that they love, So maybe NFTs can be that way for for bands, releasing music.
Okay.
You can work that way. You come up with a really cool NFT for a song, and then people say, wow, this artwork is really cool. It's attached to this song, and they love the song, and they get to know the band. Who knows?
Do you
Actually,
feel the same?
Mario made a good point there that we've got to just roll with the changes. Like the last time we released a song officially, we didn't have TikTok. Instagram, people were not dancing on Instagram and all that. So times have changed so much, and there are new ways to discover music. Even if you hear radios nowadays, 30-40% of what they're playing is what you hear on TikTok. So
True.
Radio, the exposure on radio is not your primary form of exposure anymore. So we've got to roll with the times and see where the people are, and that's where we've got to be.
How about you guys, Kevin and Jobs? What's your take on this?
Okay, to be honest,
Suddenly everything's so serious already. Why?
I was actually into the crypto scene when it came to getting Dogecoin. But then when I found out Binance is actually closing the app down, that's when I just lost all contact with crypto. And then suddenly NFTs are coming out. No, instead of coins and all that, you share your artwork, sell your artwork. But I'm not fully understanding what's the concept of an NFT and how it could be very beneficial in the future. But this is a step for us to actually go into that realm and see what we can get from it.
Jobs, are you one of those crypto guys?
Oh no, I don't really fully understand it, but honestly, I think it's a great modern way to push an album out and promote it. Because times have changed a lot. Like back then, NFTs and all this crap was never a thing, and now it's a huge thing. Everyone is following it. It's good to keep up with times and to keep changing and keep evolving and keeping up with all these
Seems like
trends.
you love it a lot.
So I'm just trying to. I'm just teasing a little bit down here. So I just like how you guys are so prim and proper when it comes to answers like this. It's like wow. It's not all. This is.
You
This
don't,
is not
you
RTM.
don't want to sound like dumplers, lah, Nev. So you got to be a bit more careful what we say.
Actually, we actually have this clip on our side.
That used to play the bass time out there. The fucking
Yeah. That's the thing. 'Cause I'm just
Crypto
like whenever.
idiots, lah, they all.
Crypto idiots. That's a new term. Crypto idiots lah, Blister.
Okay, now we're back on track. I haven't had a good laugh like this in a long time, man. Especially on my podcast. You're the only guys who make me laugh like this, man. Which is nice. That's what I love about you guys. It's like it's different. It's so nice to have this band going on, and I'm of course looking forward for a lot of great stuff. And of course, I've also discovered you guys on your creative side on social media. Like, oh, this is something I need you all to pass a message to Zach. And Zach, if you're listening to this one, especially in your multiverse, your other person in the multiverse, please don't do that again. Stick to the drums. Stick to the drums. Oh man.
Voice crack lah.
Zach,
Correct.
first time I saw him, I'm listening to him, I heard him on the mic. I was like, dude, what the fuck was that way? But that guy is one crazy dude on drums, man. I just love him on drums. Whenever he hits the drums, it's like another person altogether with microphones. Put the mic far away from him, please. Don't ever do that
My
again.
brother said it was too hard to watch that video. I told him, you want to see the full one? He's like, no, please, I don't want to.
You know the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna try to post that on the webpage whenever you can see. The best part is the intro, how we started off. So I was just expecting something. Like, oh shit! I thought maybe whoever did the video typed it out wrongly or something like that. Like. But the moment the mic started, I was like, "Fuck, just had to do it."
Take a shit again.
Zach is going to be cursing me after listening to that.
Feels like my
Zach?
first jamming session.
That was, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hey, but speaking of Zach, this is something random. Zach is also very much involved compared to before, in terms of our writing process. So to hear from a drummer's point of view, where his version of playing guitar is very very interesting. So he's also heavily involved in our songwriting nowadays.
Nice.
So which is lovely to see. And even vocal melodies, Zach has been coming, he's started to, put in his ideas, right, guys? And it helps with the sound of Blister as well, because he's always been the quiet guy.
Yes,
Zach has always
exactly,
been the
from
quiet
day
guy.
one. See, even today I don't see him.
Just quiet, man.
We get him.
But you never trust the quiet place. You can never trust the quiet place. Dangerous place. This place. But it's kind of nice. But it's kind of nice. So what's up with you guys after this? You had your show. I know you'll be performing at Jama KL on the 11th of November. That's this coming Friday, right?
Yep.
Yes, correct.
Is the place big enough for you guys?
Yes.
Because I know every time you just put out a poster saying that you're performing in Jama, it's sold out the next day.
For us, it takes a while, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, this is the first gig that we're actually playing like a night on ourselves. Like, because we've done all this while, like we played like festivals like for half an hour, 45-minute sets. Then if we had a showcase in Jama, we got like 2 other bands to support, play together with us. So it's always like a half an hour kind of set, But this Jama gig, we're actually playing the whole night. So it's going to be a longer set. We're going to play our originals as well as songs that, inspire us, that we want to play now, new songs and stuff that we love along the way. So it's going to be a fun night. It's been a while. It's going to be a long night.
Like the old times. The last time we played a show like this was in Backyard or Rockefellers, So it's a little bit nice.
Time ago, man.
Yeah, so it's nice to see how we are playing with more than one set. So it's pretty interesting.
I don't know, maybe we would do one very long 1.5 hour set last time at Backyard. This is all non-stop.
You mean the one with the 20-minute solo?
Yeah.
Were you there? The one with Lord play with us? No, huh?
I don't know, man. You guys, I've been to a couple of your shows. Is like each and every one of it is an experience indeed. For those who are listening to this particular podcast or maybe viewing it, if you have never checked out Blister before, go and check them out. It's not just about the music; it's the experience of watching these guys perform on stage. They put up a good show. They put up a full show. It's something that I've noticed a lot. I've been attending a lot of gigs lately, and if there's one thing missing about bands, is the showmanship. Some of them are good musicians. They're great, skillful musicians, great vocalists, and so on. But when it comes to shows, the showmanship, that seems to be missing a lot. But when it comes to Blister, you guys have the full package on that part, man. Was it easy? I mean, is that a thing right now? Most of the guys don't have the showmanship going on.
I think this is very, for me, it's very subjective, because in terms of us, we are individuals who we have freedom to express, guys. We don't limit ourselves to how we express.
Hey, but that is a good kind of monkey, the energy monkey, energizer monkey, whatever you call it.
Energizer monkey.
We're just having this conversation, with Julia and I, just having this conversation, saying that what makes rock and roll rock and roll? Rock and roll has always been about, it's standing on the edge of a high building, just standing on the edge, and people are looking whether this guy is going to jump or he's going to go to the other side to be safe. It's always living on the edge. And, from all those, even with Zeppelin, with Hendrix, they're always doing things, even with Eddie Vedder during Woodstock. Woodstock climbing up the, and all that, Rock and roll is always about that edge. And we embody that, I guess, when we play our music, So it's only natural for us that you got to feel it, It's not only for your ears or your head, it's for your body, man. Rock and roll for your body.
Yeah, you
but
can't
the,
listen.
the thing is this, like when I said I checked out gigs and so on, I know there's certain genres of music that you can't really put up a full show. Like you can't really unleash the energy that you guys release. But there are bands or certain genre that you need to interact with the crowd, get to know them better, or how you do your whole show and so on. I don't find that energy a lot these days. But would you advise people to pick up that so-called showmanship class, or by observing other bands? Would you recommend that, or you just say just be who you are? Which one was it for you guys?
I like to say that yes, it is important to do that, because I mean most great bands always play their songs better live. Look at AC/DC; they are better live than it is on the studio. Led Zeppelin, they add a 4-minute song, they can extend it to a 30-minute song. It's always good to play better live. So showmanship, of course, is important. To get the crowd to catch. Be eye catching. On stage.
The rest of you guys, do you feel the same?
I would say that, in terms of as point of discussion, do what you got to do. But I think that what we do is we leave it all on the stage. 45 minutes, half an hour, 2 songs, 25 songs. But that's the thing. When we go down, I think there's nothing left in the tank anymore. Nothing left.
Yeah.
We just leave it all on stage. And how you do that? You do it your way.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. Because I would recommend, or rather, most of the bands, the new ones that's coming up, watch these guys. Watch these guys, Blister. Have an idea of what exactly they do, but don't leave their lifestyle. Don't follow that. Don't skip that part. Just watch the show part of it.
Also, one thing I have to say, you can show your showmanship as a band on stage, but there's a very fine line between being expressive in the music that you play and being cringy as hell. So it has come to a point where it's naturally from your body towards the guitar, or body towards the mic, or whatever.
You cannot force it.
Yeah, when it's like an unnatural jump when you're like trying to play a song.
And the audience can see that. They can feel that.
You can feel that. But if it's like something like what Julio is, he's crazy as hell, but it feels very natural, the way he's playing. It connects with the lines, with the riffs. But some, in general, bands can't get that.
Okay.
Even me at times. So I try to be like, But when alcohol hits, that's when I.
when I say showmanship, there's not just about the head banging, the body movements, and so on. Even in terms of interacting with the crowd, you're talking to them, getting to know them. There's a lot of bands that they're fantastic. The music, the shows, the songs that they come up is awesome. But when it comes to the gaps they have between one song to another, their interaction towards the crowd is zero. Absolutely zero. Which is, I don't know, for me on a personal note, I find it to be a negative point for any bands out there. Do you think it is, am I right, or did I do anything wrong on that part? Did I say anything wrong?
I truly understand your point enough, because also you're an amazing MC. You're the OG.
I know.
Your communication is like.
Just kidding.
Funny because it's true.
Fuck. So I believe that communication, especially the use of words, are very powerful. You might not know, out of the, let's say, 200-300 people that you're playing, the certain words that you use, you might affect them, whether it's good or bad. So words are very, very important, and I get your sentiment. So I would say that it is a very nice skill set to have in order to read the room and to speak to the audience, and also to wake them up a little bit, because you need words. People like to hear words sometimes, not too long, but certain words that might hit people's feelings, certain spectrums that you hit, certain words that you use. So I would say it's a good plus point to be able to actually interact with the crowd, like what you said, Lana, and to make them wake up a little bit, besides using the music. But words are very important.
Very true, Ben. Very good. The rest of you guys, do you all
Yeah,
interact with the crowd? Sorry, so Mario, what are you saying?
No, I think that I know we cannot speak for other people. I know we can only speak for ourselves. Because maybe other people got different genres of music, different ways of expressing themselves through their music. It's fine with them. But for what we do, guitar music, why we play rock and roll, we believe that it is a necessity to play rock and roll guitar music. You have to have this showmanship, because just if we don't understand, just go and watch Freddie Mercury, the Live Aid concert.
Yeah, that's
just one person holding the crowd in the palm of his hands. So there's a video to watch, man.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking this question is because I would like to use this opportunity to promote my courses stuff on public speaking and speaking on stage and all. So no, just kidding. Just kidding.
I support.
No, just kidding. Because the thing is, because this conversation I had with one of the old timers in the industry itself, he has been in for God knows how long. And we've been talking about this. A lot of bands fail. I wouldn't want to use the word fail, but do not pay attention to the crowd interactions. That way you want to tell about the bands. You want people to be more curious about the band instead of just being a showpiece on stage. So a lot of people are not focusing on that. It would be nice to have workshops talking about that, because every time when you come to music festivals, there's always been guitar workshop, drum workshops, and a bit of vocal workshops, but communication never seems to happen a lot with the bands. So I hope that you guys could actually one fine day just start your own session on that part, man. You never know. You never know.
Great idea. What a great idea.
Yeah, I know, it's mine. But anyway. I'm just kidding, man. Anyway.
You better,
oh, man.
You better copyright that idea enough.
Oh, man. But, okay, so what's, apart from Java,
just imagine you organize like a rock band camp and you have all this kind of shit.
That was that was actually in plans. Unfortunately, the pandemic just effed it all up. But hopefully next year. Hopefully next year can do this one. Our very own Woodstock or whatever. But anyway, before I wrap things up, I've been taking so much of your time. Sorry about that, guys. I know you guys got family, got kids and all this stuff. What comes after Jamakiel? What's the plan for the next?
Christmas!
Yeah. Christmas, man. But I think maybe New Year's something. Not sure yet. But we are going in to record our demos before the year end.
Nice.
So that we'll just have something. We'll just have something during the holidays, because it's a bit, all of us celebrating Christmas and all that. So a bit difficult to meet up. We take Christmas off. We take Christmas 3 weeks off.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it, man.
Christmas seriously.
Well, yes, I know.
We take
I know. Apart from Christmas, there's another festival in Malacca. What is it again? The water festival? Intrudu. That's the two celebrations that's taken very, very seriously by the guys.
Very seriously.
Have they experienced that?
No idea.
Jeff and can we join?
Hey, how about the cross dressing football that you guys have?
That is Intrudu.
Oh, that is Intrudu.
So you guys haven't experienced that yet, lah.
I think
What is that?
It's fancy dress football, but everybody won't go and take their time to dress up, so they all end up wearing their wife's clothes. So
that was, I must admit, among all the bands that ever performed in the history of performance or playing football, that was the sexiest sluts I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you very much, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Someone is sass, man.
Oh, man. There's something that you can't unsee, lah. Unseen it as it's like it's stuck in your head for the rest of your life. There's no way that
Core memory
image goes
built,
out.
that one.
Yeah, the one permanent damage. No amount of psychiatrists can help you. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time and joining me for this particular episode. And don't forget to check out their brand new single called Blind Love. available on all streaming platforms. I will share that in the website. Please check it out. And the most important thing, like I always say, if not only you have to check out the music, make sure you share it as much as possible. Spread the love, spread the music, spread the love, and do check them out this coming Friday at Jama KL, happening on the 11th of November, the eve of my birthday. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So this is there you go. There you go. See, Kevin. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. I'm contemplating. Shall I start my year, my brand new year, with this guys? Or
Yes.
Or say goodbye to the old year with these guys. I don't know if it's any different.
It's a risk I'm going to take, but you never know. You never know. But anyway, good one, huh? So remember, check them out. They're available on Instagram, which is We Are Blister. That's their handle over there. Same goes to their Facebook page, Blister Music, Spotify. They're available on Spotify, YouTube, and please do check out their TikToks. Is that you guys are active on TikToks, right?
Kinda.
Okay,
Okay. Got that. Share it. So before we wrap things up, anything you guys like to share with the rest of the world?
I'd like to say thank you to you, Lanef, for having us on.
Yes.
Thanks for always supporting us.
Fanboy, what to say?
Thank you, Nev. You're a legend, and it's an honor to be on this podcast with you.
I'll send you the invoice later. Darren Jobs, come in.
I just want to say thank you for having us. Like, it's my first time having a podcast with this group of guys, because I'm usually like Zach, very quiet, very But yeah,
that'll
it's
change, man.
something
That
very
definitely change.
It's changing. It's changing. Very
It's
fast.
changing.
All I can say is God bless you, lah. But anyway, Jobs, how about you, man?
Joshua, he froze lah. Look at his face.
Put a picture there and he pranked us, lah, Nev.
Oh,
Put a
man.
picture there.
Look at
I
him
think he left
lah.
about 15 minutes ago.
I think so lah. He never said a word.
Should I knew it, lah. The floor was too quiet all the way.
Fucking quiet lah.
And
This
just
one
on
think what
time
this
now.
week. This one think what this one office Zoom meeting.
What a college boy lah.
Now we know what it is in
Study
online
lah,
classes.
study
lah.
lah.
Yeah. Oh no, probably gonna be checking off somewhere. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. I'll share every details in the website. Please make sure you share it with everybody out there. Check out their Facebook, check out their social media, check out their music. That's all you have to do. Blister, thank you so much, guys. It's been a great pleasure chatting with you guys again after a long
Thank
time.
you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nev.